Hey everybody, this is LaDerek Horn. I'm here with Vivian.
Yes,
Vivian,
Vivian.
what grade are you in, Vivian?
I'm a junior here.
Okay, and what's the name of the school?
Kerr High School.
Kerr High School. Okay,
Yes.
and this is my cousin, my big cousin, Mr. Lewis, Vinson Lewis. He's the principal here. I'm actually on vacation, and we just kind of did a walkthrough of his school, and I was blown away. So we're in the English.
Yeah, this is the English Center.
Okay, the English Center. So not an English class, but the English Center. And I'm just gonna go just pan really quickly to show everybody how large this space is. Okay, so explain to me what the English Center is.
Okay, so basically, the way our school is set up, each core class is compiled, like all the classes under that subject are compiled into one really large room. So this is an English Center, so that means you have English 1 students, English 2, 3, and 4, and you also have your AP students, so your AP language students and your AP literature students too. And so the way it's kind of divided, each teacher teaches multiple classes. Like I know my teacher, Miss Nice, she teaches AP Language and College Prep. And Miss Andrews teaches, I know since I've been here, she's taught English 1, 2, 3, and I think right now she's teaching 3 and 4.
Okay.
And so each teacher basically has their own area. Like right here, this is Miss Nice's area.
Okay.
And this is where she teaches AP Language, the class that I'm in. And that class is basically preparing you for, not only giving you the skills that you're supposed to need when you learn English 3, but it's also preparing you for the AP exam, and ours is in a couple of weeks from now.
Okay, you ready?
And then, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Because I can keep going. I love
Okay,
this
keep
school
going,
so
keep
much.
going.
Okay, and then we have Miss Harrison's class, and she teaches AP Literature, and I'm pretty sure she teaches College Prep alongside Miss
Vivian,
Nice.
talk a little bit about how your experience here is different than a traditional classroom setting.
Oh, it's like there's almost no comparison. In this room, I get to see not only students in grades lower than me, but also grades higher than me. And if Ms. Nice is not here, for example, I know that I can go to Ms. Harrison because she teaches the same class. I can go to her if I need help on my assignment. If I just need like to refresh some basic English skills, I can go to any teacher, Ms. Andrews, Mr. Martin, Ms. Harrison, Ms. Trammell, any of them.
Because they're all in the same room,
Yes,
all at the same
exactly.
time. So even if someone's, you know, that might be the one teacher you're supposed to be with, you can draw from all the other
Exactly,
teachers.
yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Can we just kind of walk
Oh,
through
sure,
some of
yeah.
the spaces? Okay. So we talked about, it was what, AP here?
AP Language.
Right, and then what's this room
These
here?
rooms, Miss Harrison uses these a lot as her discussion rooms because her class, AP Literature, is all about discussing English and the text that she's teaching to her classes. And she likes to come in here a lot. I know she's doing it right now with the AP Literature students. And
Can we
they're
peek
just,
inside?
yeah, well, oh yeah. It's a really, really comfortable room. Just a bunch of couches, chairs, you know.
So it's just a
walls and
lounge,
stuff.
it's just
Yeah,
kind of like, just come and
basically,
hang out.
it,
And so
like, encourages, it
if the big
fosters
room
that.
is too much for you, you can kind of come in
Yes.
here and have a smaller discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, because that was my one question was, you know, particularly for me, I have attention issues, being distracted, something like this might be overwhelming, but
Yeah.
there's spaces inside of the
Exactly.
center where you can get a little bit of quiet if you need it.
Now, what other spaces outside of the center, if you're distracted, that you can go and kind of get?
You have, if you're, like personally, you can go to the library, you can go to the computer lab. If teachers want to have private sessions with their students, we have seminar rooms 333, 334, 531, 411, just for like one-on-one
Wow.
work with your teachers.
Awesome, awesome. And I'm enjoying the artwork that's up here.
All of our centers are really original. Like they like to do something different to make you feel like this is what I'm learning, this is how it impacts me.
Yeah, and what's going on over here? I see some familiar friends. I see Allen Ginsberg up here, and Toni Morrison, and Edgar Allan Poe.
This is Miss Harrison's corner.
Okay.
This is her special place. She's got her whole setup. I think AP4 does the most like abstract work with English. Like
Okay.
they're the ones who really get into what they're reading.
Okay.
Like that's why she has them do basically art projects. I know they have a project called Senior Memory Book
Yeah.
where they reflect on the past 4 years at Kerr. She likes to really keep it open, like keep discussion going.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And then you were saying, Vincent, that there's a space for Paris.
Yeah,
too?
we've got a counter clerks that they're working. There's a lot of technology involved here. A lot of the curriculum is online.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can kind of pan around and see. Every center has a bank of computers available for kids to access. desktops over there. We do have Chromebooks available.
Yes,
Talk to-
lots
how do
of
you
Chromebooks
get
and
access to the
laptops.
technology?
You
Vivian?
have, once you start, you have three IDs. You have your basic school ID, your smart tag to get on buses, and then your green ID. And your green ID is what you use to check out materials. Like, if you left your textbook at home and you need a new one, use your green ID to get a new one. If you need a Chromebook or just basic materials like other books or basic, like colored pencils and markers, just give your green ID. They'll let you check it out. At the end of the period, you bring it back.
Wow, awesome, awesome. Wow. So, not like when I was at school, you know, it's not, not the same structure.
What are some of the freedoms you have here that, because before you came to Kerr High School, what was your middle school experience like? Where'd you go?
Oh, I went to Albright. I loved it
So
there.
Albright, was it traditional
Basically,
setting, right?
very,
So
very.
talk to us about kind of the freedoms and the responsibilities that you have here that are different than the traditional setting that you were in at Albright.
Okay. So the traditional setting is teacher gives your assignment for the day. You probably do it in class. If you don't finish it, you take it for homework, bring it back the next day, and it's due. But here at Kerr, they give you a lot of your work at one time, and they give you the time to, you get like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks to complete all of the assignments.
Okay.
And that's why it's more individualized.
Yeah.
Like, you get to really learn how to plan your time out and all that, but your teachers are still here to help you for the assignments that you need help with.
Right.
So
Okay.
what happens if you finish your work early?
If you finish your work early, you move on. You get to the next step. You basically get ahead. That's why, especially with my dual credit classes, since I'm here, I can work on the work. If I finish early, I'm done. Like, that's it. And then I have more time to work on other classes if the teacher allows me to.
Awesome, awesome. I also want you to know, look at the smile on my cousin's face. You see?
He loves it. He loves it here, and we love
He's
it.
a happy principal. There ain't a lot of happy principals in America right now, okay? He's a happy principal.
I am happy.
Thank you guys for showing us around the English Center here at Kerr High
course.
School. All right, bye-bye.